So had a 2 Briggs day at the scrapyard today. This 11 horse here is the largest horizontal shaft Briggs I've ever bought. I got a 10 horse but not 11, and the other one here is a somewhat beat up 1994 3.5 horse. Picked it up because it's got a nice long crankshaft that doesn't appear to be bent, and there's no cooling fins on the back, so it's probably got steel gear inside it on the crankshaft there, which I like. But back to this guy, it's a model 24 or something, 1994 also. Other than missing the gas cap, it doesn't seem too bad. It looks to me like somebody farm-hauled her up here, because that's like a 1-inch pipe thread and they got a 3/4 muffler in it, or what's left of one there. But I wouldn't highly advise that. You restrict the exhaust flow and then the motor would heat up, get to burn less efficient. But anyway, it's got, looks like half of a coupling on the back end there. But the main problem with it is it's seized. It's probably why it ended up in the scrapyard. But you know me, I like taking things apart just to see what happened to them, so that's what I'll be doing with this. Tearing her down, finding out what happened. And it's got, it says industrial commercial cast iron bore, so with a cast iron bore, my guess is that the cylinder is okay in it. I wouldn't think it'd take quite a bit to damage a cast iron bore. Now the crankshaft could be scored up, who knows, but worst come to worst, I get a piston and rod off eBay or somewhere and she might be back into operation. But anyway, we'll see. I'll take some video of the tear down there. See, the gas tank got a kiss. I have straightened threads out before. It's not the easiest job, but can be done sometimes. So anyway, that's it for my Saturday morning scrapyard haul there. Well, the teardown's not going too bad. I've got the cylinder head off there. It sure is a big one. But looks like I can actually reuse the head gasket. Got the exhaust out. Surprised I couldn't unscrew the muffler from the fitting, but the fitting came out of the block, so that was good. And see, Briggs took a line out of Tecumseh's playbook here using a Phillips head bolt in the intake manifold, and actually those bolts weren't exactly tight, so maybe it had an intake manifold leak. But anyway, like I say, it's proceeding here. It is still, of course, seized solid, so I guess I'm going to have to get into the crankcase there to figure out what's going on. Well, I decided to try the pipe wrench on the end of the crankshaft there, and lo and behold, it actually turned over. So I've put some penetrating oil in the cylinder, and I got it to turn over, but it feels to me like it's getting stiffer over time. So I don't know if it's got a major con rod problem or what's going on, but at least she's turning over, and the cylinder looks good. Everything I can see, and that's what I figured, being a cast iron cylinder, odds are the cylinder was going to be good. Aluminum, they tend to gall up, but cast iron is good. Well, I had to break out the heavy artillery to get the flywheel off here. First thing I had to do was use a tap there on the bolts in the bolt holes in the flywheel. They were rusty, so they wouldn't allow a bolt to screw in, so I had to clean the threads out on them, and it actually was quite a procedure. Then I had to get out my 12 horse flywheel remover here, just 2 bolt holes on centers for the things, and tighten them all up good there, and then give it a smack on the back with my brass hammer, and the flywheel flew right off of there. It's a good thing I was holding on to the handle when it did it, or it would have went flying across and maybe taking a fin or two off. So anyway, I got the flywheel off it there, so now it makes it a lot lighter. So Next, I guess, is the set screws on the Lovejoy coupling there. Get it off the shaft so I can take the crankcase cover off.